Now, since the time it was launched, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro has been a force to reckon with, because for 15,000 rupees, the amount of features, processing power, the look and everything was just too good. But we have competitors coming up, but guess what? Xiaomi has a lot of cards up its sleeve and it has played one of them, and the name of that card is MIUI 10. Now, how good is it? How fast is it? How optimized it is? We are going to see that in today's video. You heard it right, guys. Today's video is going to be a speed test between Xiaomi's MIUI 9 and MIUI 10. So we have two Redmi Note 5 Pros, one with a locked bootloader and the latest stable update, and one with an unlocked bootloader and probably a leaked beta ROM that is running on MIUI 10. And yes, it is as good as the daily driver. So stay tuned and hold on to your horses while you see this particular speed test. But before we get into all that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. At the same time, if you like motorbikes and travel is your thing, well, here's a card to my second channel, Kratos 390. Go ahead and check that channel out as well. Now, without further ado, something that I always say, hello awesome people, welcome to Smartphone Tutorials. My name is Kailash. Let's begin. Hey guys, welcome to the channel again. So as you can see on the screen, we have MIUI 10 and MIUI 9. Now these two are exact same devices and they virtually have almost the same amount of battery, and all the things internally are the same as well, because both of them are 464 gigabytes of variant and both of them have been factory reset before we actually go ahead and conduct our speed test. Now as you can see, the phone on the left is MIUI 10 and the phone on the right is MIUI 9. Now this is a locked bootloader with the latest official update which we have received so far. I'm hearing that there is an update available after this as well, but we've not got an OTA notification for that. And this, on the other hand, is the one with the unlocked bootloader with TWRP installed. So before or after this particular video, you would have a video which will show you how to install MIUI 10 on a Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro, or for that matter, any eligible Xiaomi device that has received MIUI 10 officially or as a beta test or anything of that sort. So that is for another video. In this video, we are going to focus on speed test, because what Xiaomi is claiming is this bad boy here has a lot of artificial intelligence running under its hood, which should really optimize your device to launch apps really fast. And in my brief experience with this particular ROM, it does feel so. I am so excited with MIUI 10 that I will pit this particular device rocking a Snapdragon 636 against my Oneplus 6, which is much more powerful. But then again, a speed test is a speed test. Nonetheless, let's have a look at the apps that we are going to run the speed test on. So let's go back to the home screen. Now you can see that the home screen layout is exactly the same. Now we have 3 or 4 different sections over here. We have the games, the benchmark apps, the social apps, and the system apps. So that is how the speed test is going to be going forward, always on Smartphone Tutorials. So we have 2 light games and 2 heavy games, and then a few benchmark apps and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and begin the speed test here. And first up, we will start with the system apps, which are at the bottom. Then we'll move on to the social apps, and then some benchmarks, and then some games, of course. So first up, let's try the phone app. 3, 2, 1. All right, almost similar there. Let's move on to messaging. All right, again, nothing major that is really different. So Chrome in 3, 2, 1. All right, so now as you can see in this particular app, Chrome did load up faster on MIUI 10. The camera, we go here, 3, 2, 1. All right, so once again, MIUI 10 is noticeably faster. And now we have to move to social apps. These are one of the most used social apps in our day-to-day lives. So first up, we have Facebook. All right, so notice that MIUI 10 is noticeably faster in Facebook over here. And then we have Instagram. All right, almost similar load times. And then we have Snapchat. All right, extremely similar timings here. Then we have WhatsApp. Okay, slightly faster on MIUI 10 here. Now it's the time to move to benchmark. Let's launch Antutu in 3, 2, 1. I can already see that MIUI 10 is faster. I will share the numbers at the end of the video, but Geekbench 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, similar load times, but slightly MIUI 10 had the upper hand over there. CPU Z in 3, 2, 1. All right, extremely similar timings there. Speed test, 3, 2, 1. All right, again similar timings. So that was around 3. Now what we're going to look at are some games. So let's quickly go ahead and have a look at those. First up, we have a very light game, that is Temple Run 2. So let's load it in 3, 2, 1. All right, that's extremely similar timings for Temple Run 2 in MIUI 9 and MIUI 10. Let's go back to the home screen. Now let's move on to the heavier games. We will look at the launch times for Asphalt 8 on MIUI 10 and MIUI 9. So let's go ahead with Asphalt 8 in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So MIUI 10 again noticeably faster when it comes to launching Asphalt 8 Extreme. Okay, so there's a slight delay when it comes to launching Asphalt 8. There you go. And let's go back to the home screen. We will leave the apps in memory so that in our second round of apps that we will load, we will see which app continues from where we left off. All right, so next up we're going to check PlayerUnknown's Battleground, and that is one of the most exciting and most famous games on Android as well as iOS these days. So I'm pretty sure 99% of my viewers must be playing that game. So let's give it a shot in 3, 2, 1. All right, similar load times here for MIUI 9 and MIUI 10. Let's see which one wins over here. So far the speed tests have been somewhat favoring MIUI 10, but it has been neck and neck overall because the speed when it comes to launching apps and stuff is a slight difference. Now as you can see, MIUI 10 and MIUI 9, a very slight, a fraction of a second is what I would say the difference is. So let's go back to the home screen. Now the last game that we will be launching today is Super Mario Run. So 3, 2, 1. All right, once again we have extremely similar load times. All right, looks like both of them did load almost 80% of the apps at the same time. Now that we've completed testing all the apps, we will quickly go ahead and have a look at what apps are in memory and what apps have closed down. So we will start from the bottom and we'll make our way to the top. So let's start with the phone app here. All right, similar times there. Messaging, similar times again. Chrome. Now it is surprising that all the bottom 4 apps have reloaded. Camera. All right, similar times. Let's move on to social apps now. Facebook, reloaded again, and slow on MIUI 9 again. Instagram, similar load times. Now that's really strange. Facebook has closed down in the memory and Instagram was held up in the memory. Snapchat, a reload again. WhatsApp stayed in the memory. Antutu is in the memory again. Geekbench decides to reload. Now let's go to CPU Z. Similar timings. Speed test reloaded and MIUI 10 was faster. Temple Run. Okay, Temple Run has reloaded on both the operating systems, and this time I don't know why, but MIUI 10 is a little slower. There you go, a very fraction of a difference there. Let's go back to the home screen. Asphalt 8. No wonder Asphalt 8 is reloading because it is a heavy game. Now probably this is the place where MIUI 10 might lose to OnePlus 6. Now I'm pretty sure it will. PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Okay, that would reload as well. So it is surprising that most of the apps are reloading despite this device having 4 gigabytes of RAM. In my short ownership of the Redmi Note 5 Pro, it didn't really kill so many apps, but I don't know, whatever the latest update has done to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro. There you go. This time MIUI 9 is slightly faster. So more or less MIUI 9 and MIUI 10, when it comes to speed test, it's almost the same. It is just the transitions, the new features, the new look, and the Android P features that it has borrowed is what makes MIUI 10 better. Now we will have a dedicated video on all the changes between MIUI 9 and MIUI 10, or at least we'll have a video on MIUI 10 features. So let's go back to the home screen. The last game is Super Mario Run in 3, 2, 1. Once again, it decides to reload. So last but not the least, what we will do is we will look at the numbers for Antutu benchmark and Geekbench. Alright, so that's the Geekbench score that we are looking at. To the left we have MIUI 10 and to the right we have MIUI 9. So 1334 and 1342. 4519 and 4754 is the multi-core score. So more or less it's just a very small difference. So not much has changed. And now let's also go ahead and have a look at the Antutu scores. So as you can see, MIUI 10 to the left has scored less, that is 112,098, and to the right MIUI 9, which is a stable variant, has scored 115,442. So that was a speed test and a quick look at MIUI 10 versus MIUI 9 for you guys. Now MIUI 10 out of the box looks really promising from what it is becoming and what inspiration it has taken. So this was a very interesting video, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this particular speed test and would you want me to do any more of these. But for now, this is Kailash signing off at Smartphone Tutorials. Till then, stay tuned, keep smiling and take care.